Welcome back to the Deep Dive. Today we're unearthing a topic that's, well, it's not just making waves, it's genuinely redrawing the map of how businesses operate and honestly, how all of us work.
Absolutely.
We're diving into artificial intelligence, but not just the AI you might already be familiar with. We're zooming right in on a pretty groundbreaking evolution. Autonomous AI agents. Now, if you're anything like me, you've probably felt that sheer information overload surrounding AI. It's an ocean of articles, research papers, opinions.
It's a lot.
Exactly. And that's precisely why we've done the deep dive for you. We've gone through insights from, the leading voices in this space, PwC, KPMG, Deloitte, Salesforce, Zardis, big names.
Key players, definitely.
Our goal here is really to cut through all that noise, distill the most critical knowledge about these autonomous AI agents, and, well, equip you with a solid understanding of their potential, what they really mean for your world.
And that's exactly why this is so crucial right now. What's truly fascinating here, I think, is that we're seeing more than just another tech update. It's not just a slight improvement on AI we've seen before.
Right.
This really marks a fundamental shift. Up until now, a lot of the public experience with AI has been with, say, generative models. They're great at responding to prompts or maybe acting as copilots, assisting humans.
Like chatbots or assistants.
Precisely. But this next wave, these autonomous AI agents, they're designed very differently. They're built to perceive their environment, to reason through problems, and then to act with a pretty profound level of independence.
Act independently. That's the key.
That's the core of it.
Right.
So we're going to pull back the curtain a bit on how these sophisticated systems learn and operate and why they're already, right now, fundamentally reshaping industries. Think finance, healthcare, retail, even software development. It's a huge leap forward.
Okay.
And grasping its implications, well, it's absolutely key to navigating the future of work and, the future of business itself.
That distinction you just made between AI assisting and AI acting, that really feels like the heart of what we need to unpack today. So when we talk about autonomous AI agents, what exactly are we talking about? Because honestly, for many of us, that mental picture of AI, it often stops at the chatbots we bump into online, or maybe those smart features in our software. Can you help us unpack what really sets these new agents apart?
Yeah, it's a great question, and it really hits on a common point of confusion. Deloitte actually gives us a very clear definition here. They talk about agentic AI.
Agentic AI.
Right. And they define it as software solutions that have the capability to complete complex tasks and meet specific objectives with minimal to no human supervision.
Minimal to no supervision. Wow.
That's a significant departure from what we typically think of,
Absolutely.
So just to contrast it, think about a traditional chatbot. Its function is mostly reactive, right? It waits for your prompt, processes it, gives a response. It's like a very smart conversation partner.
Right. It needs me to start it off.
Exactly. An autonomous AI agent, though, it doesn't just respond. It's proactive. It can actually identify a problem, maybe develop a whole multi-step plan to deal with it, and then execute that plan independently.
So it takes initiative.
It really does. Deloitte uses this fantastic analogy. Think of a co-pilot in a plane.
Okay.
They provide suggestions, they monitor systems, they assist the human pilot, but, the ultimate decision-making, the control that rests with the human.
Right.
Now, compare that to an autonomous AI agent. Deloitte says it's more like a junior engineer.
The junior engineer? How so?
Well, you could give this junior engineer a high-level idea, like, hey, I need some software that can manage customer invoices.
Okay.
And that agent, like the engineer, could take that idea, break it down into smaller tasks, actually write the code, test it, iterate on it until the full application is developed. It automates multiple steps along the way.
Ah, I see. So it's not just answering, it's building, executing.
Precisely. It's about initiative, planning, and really that end-to-end execution.
That junior engineer analogy, that really clarifies. It moves us from just reactive help to actual proactive problem solving.
Okay, so drilling down a bit more then. What are the core capabilities? What actually empowers these agents to act with that level of autonomy?
Right, let's build on that. If we look at insights from KPMG and Zardis, they really frame agentic AI, or AGI as they sometimes call it, as these truly autonomous systems. They're capable of perceiving their environment, reasoning through complex problems, and then acting independently to achieve goals. They are, in essence, kind of a new digital workforce.
Digital workforce, that's a powerful idea.
It is, and it comes down to 4 core capabilities that really define their power. First up, there's perception.
Perception, like seeing.
Sort of, but
Yeah.
much broader. It's the agent's ability to collect and interpret data from all sorts of sources in its environment. And it's not just text. It could be data streaming from sensors on a factory floor.
Right.
You know,
Or real-time financial market data coming through APIs, unstructured customer emails or chats, even diagnostic info from system logs. The agent is constantly taking in this raw information to understand what's happening right now.
okay, so it gathers the data. Then what?
Then comes reasoning. Once the agent has perceived its situation, it uses a whole suite of AI techniques, machine learning, natural language processing to understand us, logic-based systems to analyze all that input.
So it thinks about the data.
Exactly. Its goal here is to figure out the best course of action to meet its objectives. It's the thinking part, weighing options, predicting outcomes.
Makes sense. Perception, reasoning.
Then we get to action. Based on its reasoning, the agent actually performs tasks. And this can be incredibly diverse. It could be sending a personalized email or maybe adjusting a critical setting in an industrial control system.
Or executing that trade we talked about.
Precisely. Or even generating a complex legal document. They translate their decisions into tangible outcomes in the world.
Okay, perception, reasoning, action. Is that it?
There's one more, and it's arguably the most critical for true autonomy. That's learning.
Ah, the learning aspect.
Yes. This is where these agents really pull away from simpler automation. They continuously refine their own processes. They improve their performance over time. And this improvement isn't just pre-programmed updates.
How does it work then?
It's based on the feedback they get, the successes and failures of their own actions, and the new data they keep perceiving. They literally get smarter and more effective with every cycle, adapting to new challenges, optimizing their approach.
So they evolve on the job, essentially.
That's a great way to put it, continuous evolution.
It's that learning part that sounds really powerful, making them adaptable. Now, within this category of autonomous agents, are they all the same? Or are there different types for different jobs?
Oh, it's definitely not monolithic. That's a good question. Zardis and Launch Consulting, they highlight several distinct types, each with its own sort of focus and application. So first, you've got task-specific agents. These are highly specialized, designed for narrow objectives. A common example people might know is Microsoft Copilot.
Right, helping draft emails or summarize things.
Exactly, or creating charts in Excel. Or think about Salesforce Agentforce. It can be really good at resolving routine customer questions by accessing specific knowledge bases. They're super efficient at their one defined job.
Got it. Specialized tools.
Then you have general purpose agents. These are more like flexible frameworks. They can support a wider variety of tasks because they often combine different modular components.
So more versatile.
Right. Salesforce Agentforce, for instance, isn't just for customer service. You could configure it for tasks like generating marketing strategies or automating complex workflows that span different departments, maybe even assisting in product development, broader utility.
Okay.
We also categorize them by how they react to time, you could say. Reactive agents respond immediately, directly to what's happening right now in their environment. A smart thermostat is the classic example.
Senses the temperature, adjusts the heat. Simple.
Exactly. No complex long-term planning, just immediate reaction.
Right.
Then, stepping up in complexity, you find cognitive agents. These ones incorporate much deeper reasoning. They have memory and learning capabilities. This lets them tackle complex, multi-step challenges that unfold over time.
So they think more strategically.
Precisely. Imagine an agent planning an entire project timeline, optimizing for resources and deadlines, or one analyzing years of customer data to predict future trends and proactively offer solutions before the customer even knows they need them. They're thinking several steps ahead.
That sounds incredibly powerful.
It is. And finally, there are collaborative agents. These are specifically designed to work with other AI agents, or really importantly, with humans, to achieve shared goals.
The teamwork aspect.
Yes. In a business setting, think of Salesforce Agentforce maybe helping a human sales team. It could automatically update the CRM records, handle routine data entry, flag high-priority leads.
Freeing up the humans for other things.
Exactly. Freeing up the sales reps to focus on what they do best, building relationships, negotiating, closing deals. These collaborative agents are absolutely central to that whole augmented intelligence model we should definitely talk more about.
Absolutely. That breakdown is incredibly helpful. It shows the range from simple reactions to really complex collaboration. So with all this capability packed in, why is this happening now? Why is the sense of urgency around these agents so palpable, seemingly across all industries.
Yeah, the timing is critical, and PwC emphasizes just how immediate they see the impact. They project that AI agents are really poised to revolutionize how businesses operate within the next 12 to 24 months.
12 to 24 months, that's basically now.
It's now and very soon. This means strategic business moves, big ones, will be made at a pace and scale that was previously just unimaginable. It fundamentally changes the whole competitive landscape.
So it speeds everything up dramatically.
It does. And PwC highlights this profound shift in what actually defines competitive advantage. Traditional scale, like just being big, matters less. Speed matters more. And innovation, that matters most of all.
Interesting. Speed and innovation over sheer size.
Right. And this isn't just about doing the same old tasks faster. It's about fundamentally rethinking how value is created in the first place. PwC draws a really compelling parallel here to the internet revolution.
Okay, how so?
Just as the internet completely reshaped, well, everything, communication, commerce, information access, AI agents, are poised to fundamentally reshape how we work, how we collaborate, and how businesses create and deliver value. We're talking a transformation on that same order of magnitude.
That's a huge claim. A shift like the internet.
It's a big statement, but the potential seems to warrant it. And Deloitte really underscores this by focusing on the productivity angle, specifically augmenting and amplifying labor productivity.
Making knowledge workers more efficient.
Exactly. Think about the numbers. There are over 100 million knowledge workers in the U.S. alone. Globally, it's over 1.25 billion. Wow.
Yet, total factor productivity, a key metric for knowledge work efficiency, it's been pretty stagnant. Grew only about 0.8% annually between 1987 and 2023.
That's surprisingly low.
It is. And previous attempts to boost this, things like expert systems or RPA, robotic process automation,
Right, RPA.
they often stumbled when processes got ambiguous or required nuanced judgment or involved lots of complex branching steps. Agentic AI, though, built on these flexible and powerful large language models, is just far more adept at handling that kind of complexity. It can make knowledge work dramatically more efficient across a much broader range of tasks. It really feels like the right tech at the right time for this challenge. So it's not just a technological push, it's also this economic imperative, this need for a breakthrough in productivity.
Yeah.
But what is the technological breakthrough? What allows this leap from, say, ChatGPT to these fully agentic systems?
That's precisely it. KPMG explains this shift from generative AI to agentic AI isn't just an upgrade, it's a fundamental technological leap. It integrates several advanced capabilities that have really matured recently.
Wait, what?
We're talking about the sophistication of large language models, LLMs themselves, powering their understanding and generation of human-like communication. Then there are sophisticated memory systems. These allow agents to retain context over long interactions, remember past events, and actually learn from long-term experience.
So they don't forget things immediately.
Exactly. Then you have advanced planning algorithms. These let the agents break down complex multi-step goals like build that invoicing software into actionable subtasks they can actually execute.
Okay, LLMs, memory, planning.
Also, seamless tool integration. This is crucial. It allows agents to interact with and use other software external applications, databases, APIs. They're not just operating in a vacuum.
So they can use the tools we use.
Right. And finally, sophisticated multi-agent coordination. This is where different autonomous agents can actually communicate, collaborate, and orchestrate their efforts to achieve a bigger shared objective.
Wow, agents working together.
Exactly. This capability synthesis, as PwC nicely puts it, really represents augmented intelligence at its best.
Augmented intelligence.
Yes, it's that powerful combo. Human ingenuity, creativity, strategic thinking, combined with AI's incredible analytical power and execution speed. It leads to outcomes that neither humans nor AI could achieve alone. It's way beyond simple automation. It's a new, dynamic kind of human-AI collaboration.
Okay, and you mentioned an economic imperative, like for specific industries.
Absolutely. We see a clear economic driver for adoption, and it's particularly stark in industries like telecommunications, which Salesforce highlights.
Telecoms. Why them specific?
Well, think about it. Telecom companies have poured hundreds of billions into building out 5G networks. Huge investments.
Massive.
Yet they're facing intense hyper-competition, high customer churn rates, people switching providers all the time, and really stubbornly low revenue growth. Projections are only 3% globally and just 1% in America this year.
Ouch. Not great returns on that 5G investment.
Not yet. So in that kind of challenging environment, Agentic AI offers a vital pathway. It can help them significantly cut operational costs, drive new revenue through more personalized services, and dramatically increase customer loyalty. For them, it's really becoming a survival and growth strategy.
So the pressure is really on.
It is. And the ultimate vision here, which PwC articulates powerfully, is for businesses to become truly AI native companies.
AI native. What does that mean in practice?
It's not just about incrementally speeding up existing tasks by, say, 10%. It's about fundamentally rewiring entire organizational processes, functions, value chains, everything, to effectively scale these new human agent teams.
A complete overhaul.
Pretty much. It calls for a complete reimagining of the nature of work, the structure of the workforce, the roles of individuals. For those who really embrace this early, who think big strategically, PwC suggests this presents an opportunity to gain a competitive edge that could potentially last for decades. It could redefine market leadership.
So it's about rethinking the entire organization, not just plugging in some AI.
Exactly. It's seeing technology not as a hurdle, but as a catalyst for profound transformation.
It's a truly compelling, if maybe slightly daunting, vision. Okay, let's pivot then. Let's move from the what and the why to the how. How are these autonomous agents actually making a tangible difference today? Where are we seeing them in action right now, transforming industries? This is where the rubber meets the road, right?
Absolutely. Let's start with software development. This is an area seeing immediate and, frankly, dramatic impact.
Okay.
PwC reports that AI agents are already delivering productivity and speed-to-market boosts of 50% or even more in some cases.
50%, that's huge.
It's massive. And Deloitte gives us this remarkable example. Devin from Cognition Software, they bill it as an autonomous software engineer.
An autonomous engineer, really.
That's the idea. Devin is designed to reason, plan, and complete complex engineering tasks pretty much unassisted, based on natural language prompts. Imagine a small dev team drowning in a backlog of minor bug fixes.
A familiar story.
Right. Instead of assigning a human engineer for potentially days, you could task Devin. It could analyze the bug report, autonomously browse the code base, find the faulty line, propose a fix, run automated tests, even submit a pull request for a human to review. All potentially in a matter of hours.
That would free up so much time for the human engineers.
Exactly. It frees up senior engineers for the really complex architectural design, innovative feature development. And PwC shared the striking case study of a major retail giant. They completely transformed their software development lifecycle using AI agents. They achieved a staggering 60% reduction in cycle times for new features and cut production errors in half.
60% faster and half the errors. How?
These agents enhanced everything, intelligently refining requirements, generating optimized code, performing comprehensive testing, even orchestrating complex deployment workflows, just streamlining the whole process.
Incredible. Okay, so software dev, that's clear. What about customer-facing roles, customer service?
Profound transformation there, too. PwC highlights a major tech company that deployed an AI-driven omnichannel contact center. This system uses predictive intent modeling.
Predicting what the customer wants.
Kind of, yeah. Anticipating what they might need even before they fully articulate it. Combines that with real-time analytics to deliver seamless, highly personalized service across every channel, chat, phone, email.
Wow.
And Salesforce explains that AI agents here go way beyond basic chatbots. They can analyze a customer's entire interaction history, their preferences, past purchases, to provide truly personalized recommendations. They can engage in rich conversational dialogue, delivering almost a concierge-level service experience.
So much more sophisticated than, how can I help you today?
Much more. Gartner even projects that autonomous agents will handle a remarkable 80% of all customer service interactions by 2029.
80%?
80%, leading to an estimated 30% reduction in operational costs. And we're seeing this in action. 1NZ, a big telecom provider, uses Salesforce Agentforce for all sorts of customer inquiries, scheduling appointments, upgrading plans, providing personalized recommendations, all while keeping the experience consistent and high quality.
And does it help the human agents too?
Definitely. Deloitte adds that agentic AI can handle much more complex inquiries and autonomously resolve issues, which actually reduces stress and burnout for human support staff. They mention an audio company using agents to guide customers through complex equipment setups, something that used to require long, often frustrating human calls.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Okay, so dev, customer service. What about financial services? Seems like a prime candidate.
Absolutely. KPMG and Zardis tell us agents are actively monitoring vast market conditions in real time, assessing intricate risks, executing complex trades with incredible speed, often with minimal human oversight.
High-frequency trading territory.
That, but also risk management. They continuously scan millions of transactions for suspicious activity, track the incredibly complex world of regulatory updates, ensure ongoing compliance. Robo-advisors are another great example, providing personalized investment advice, rebalancing portfolios based on goals and risk tolerance.
Right, robo-advisors have been around a bit.
They have, and they're getting more sophisticated. PwC adds that agents are also transforming back-office operations, revolutionizing data gathering and analysis, significantly enhancing audit speed and quality. They mention helping firms produce complex tax documents in just a day, documents that used to take 2 weeks of painstaking human work.
A day versus 2 weeks. That's transformative. Okay, what about healthcare?
Another sector with huge potential, though obviously with high stakes. KPMG and Zardis describe how agents can analyze vast amounts of medical records, lab results, even complex imaging data like MRIs or CT scans.
To do what?
To flag potential drug interactions doctors might miss, suggest highly targeted diagnostics for complex cases, even assist clinicians with the burden of medical documentation.
Reducing paperwork. Doctors would love that.
Absolutely. They can also help coordinate patient care across different specialists, schedule appointments, streamline admin tasks like billing and insurance claims. Think about systems inspired by things like IBM Watson Health, aiming to assist doctors in diagnosis by analyzing massive amounts of medical literature and patient data, offering evidence-based insights.
Huge potential there. And sales. You mentioned sales earlier.
Yes, sales augmentation is seeing big benefits. Salesforce explains that internally facing AI agents can act like superintelligent sales assistants.
Superintelligent assistants.
Yeah, providing human sales pros with deep, real-time product knowledge, customized suggestions during customer calls or meetings. This is really crucial in complex B2B sales where product catalogs are huge and customer needs are very specific.
Giving the rep the info they need right when they need it.
Exactly. For instance, a major North American telecom carrier uses Agentforce, combined with Salesforce Data Cloud, to automate the generation of complex B2B sales quotes. The agents figure out product fit, serviceability at the customer's location, complex pricing rules, all automatically.
Things that used to take ages manually.
Right. Automating that frees up the reps to focus on building relationships, understanding strategic needs, and actually closing the deals.
Makes sense. Any other big areas?
Well, regulatory compliance is a big one, especially for large enterprises. Deloitte notes that agentic AI can rapidly analyze huge volumes of regulations, internal corporate policies, contracts.
The boring stuff nobody wants to read.
Exactly. And it can quickly determine compliance status, cite the specific regulatory clauses involved, and proactively provide detailed analysis and actionable advice to human compliance officers or legal teams.
That sounds incredibly useful.
It is, and it's critical because regulatory complexity is often cited as a major barrier to adopting AI more broadly. By making compliance easier, agentic AI actually helps accelerate the overall adoption of Gen AI, ensuring companies innovate within the rules.
Okay. One more, supply chain. Seems like a data-heavy area.
Definitely. Supply chain optimization is being fundamentally reimagined. Zardis points out agents are great at forecasting demand more accurately, dynamically managing inventory levels, streamlining complex logistics. Think about the sophisticated systems running Amazon's fulfillment centers. That's AI agents in action.
Right.
And that PwC retail giant case study. It also mentioned they developed a whole agent ecosystem for their global supply chains. These agents weren't just predicting shortages, they were capable of autonomously negotiating supplier contracts, optimizing shipping routes in real time based on disruptions, even managing warehouse ops for peak efficiency.
Wow. Autonomous contract negotiation.
The potential is just staggering. The collective impact across all these industries isn't just profound, it feels like it's accelerating incredibly fast.
The breadth of applications is truly astonishing.
Yeah.
It really hits home. And while it's easy to get carried away imagining these agents just completely taking over human jobs, the sources, as you've described them, seem to paint a very different and, frankly, maybe a far more optimistic picture. So what does this all mean for us, for people? Is it really not just about automation, but something more like Augmented intelligence.
You've absolutely hit on the core idea there. This is precisely where that concept of human at the helm, as PwC calls it,
Human at the helm. I like that.
or human in the loop, a phrase KPMG and Deloitte often use, becomes so important. While these autonomous agents offer remarkable capabilities and their independence is growing, human judgment remains absolutely crucial.
Why is that?
Well, for making responsible decisions, providing the strategic direction, and maybe most importantly, ensuring that the AI's actions consistently align with human values, with ethical considerations, with the overarching goals of the organization. We're not just handing over the keys completely, we're enhancing human capability.
So humans still steer the ship.
Exactly. Deloitte offers a really helpful way to frame this. Think of AI agents as sort of like junior employees.
Okay, junior employees.
They're capable of doing valuable work, yes. They learn from experience. They can even take initiative on tasks. But, and this is crucial, when they run into novel situations or get stuck or face ambiguity, they're designed to flag those issues. They consult with human experts to resolve the challenge, and then they learn from that interaction for next time.
So they ask for help when they're out of their depth.
Precisely. This model allows the agents to drastically boost efficiency without sacrificing that essential human oversight, control, or the nuanced expertise that, frankly, only humans can provide right now.
That makes sense. It's a partnership.
It is. And the overarching goal, as PwC really emphasizes, isn't just about getting tasks done faster. It's about fundamentally reimagining the very nature of work itself. The structure of the workforce, the evolving roles of individual workers. It's about looking at value chains, core processes, daily workflows with fresh eyes, designing them from the ground up to maximize the potential of these hybrid AI-human teams.
Okay, so reimagining work. What are the specific benefits for the humans in this partnership?
They're substantial. First off, agents excel at taking over the repetitive, the tedious, the time-consuming tasks.
Like rat work.
Pretty much. And this frees up human resources, our time, our cognitive energy, allowing people to focus on higher value work. Things that are more strategic, more creative, or require uniquely human skills like empathy or conflicts negotiation. Xertis and launch consulting really highlight this.
Makes jobs potentially more interesting.
Absolutely. It can dramatically reduce stress and tedium in jobs like customer support, as Deloitte noted, making those roles more engaging, less prone to burnout.
That's a huge plus.
Xertis also points out that this shift allows professionals to truly focus on innovation, on critical thinking, complex problem solving, instead of being bogged down in routine operational stuff.
Moving up the value chain.
Exactly. And that PwC retail case study, it underscored how crucial it was to equip employees with new skills and foster a culture of continuous learning to make this transformation work. This approach directly tackles those common fears about job displacement. It proactively identifies new, often more fulfilling roles that emerge for people in this augmented age of AI.
So it's about transition, not just replacement.
Right. Salesforce captures this vision really succinctly. Agentic AI is about extending the workforce by having people and agents working together. It's about synergistically combining human creativity, empathy, strategic thinking with AI's efficiency, speed, analytical power. That combination unlocks unprecedented levels of productivity and innovation.
That vision of humans and AI working hand in hand, it's genuinely compelling. And it sounds like it's clearly becoming a reality.
Oh, the however.
Yeah, there's always a however. Embracing autonomous AI agents isn't without its significant hurdles, right? For organizations that are ready to lean into this future but are maybe, understandably, a bit wary,
Yeah.
what are the critical challenges they need to anticipate and really prepare for?
You're absolutely right. The potential is enormous, but so are the responsibilities and the challenges. One of the biggest, as Deloitte acknowledges, is reliability and errors.
They make mistakes.
They do, especially now in these relatively early stages of development and adoption. They are not infallible. They can make mistakes, and sometimes they can get stuck in unproductive loops, just repeating the same error.
Right.
What's even more concerning, especially in complex systems with multiple agents working together, is the potential for hallucinations.
AI making stuff up.
Essentially, yes, generating incorrect, nonsensical, or misleading information. And the danger is that one agent's hallucination could potentially propagate, persuading other agents to take wrong steps or provide wrong answers. You could get cascading errors.
That sounds risky.
It is. The example of Devin, that autonomous software engineer we mentioned.
Yeah, the one that wasn't perfect.
Exactly. In rigorous tests, it only resolved about 14% of real-world GitHub issues. Now, that's better than basic chatbots for sure, But it clearly shows that agents at this stage aren't fully autonomous or consistently reliable enough for mission-critical, unsupervised deployment in an enterprise setting. As Deloitte puts it, for businesses where the stakes are high, getting the job right most of the time isn't enough.
Needs to be near perfect for critical stuff. Okay, reliability is one. What else?
Another major hurdle is data privacy and security. This is huge. Zardis rightly emphasizes that as these agents get more deeply embedded in operations, they'll inevitably handle massive amounts of sensitive data.
Customer data, financial data, trade secrets.
All of it. Personal information, financial records, confidential business strategies. This demands incredibly robust encryption, really stringent data governance frameworks, continuous security monitoring to prevent breaches, misuse, unauthorized access.
A big technical and policy challenge.
Huge. And Deloitte's research backs this up. They found that while companies adopting Gen AI are heavily investing in data management, 75% say it's a top IT investment in cybersecurity, 73%.
So they are spending money.
They are, but here's the catch. 58% are still highly concerned about using sensitive data in these models. And even more telling, only 23% of organizations feel highly prepared for managing the overall Gen AI risk and governance landscape.
Only 23% feel ready. That's low.
It's a significant gap. It clearly shows a widespread sense of unpreparedness for the even greater complexities that autonomous agentic AI will introduce.
Okay, reliability, data privacy. What about bias? We hear a lot about AI bias.
A critical issue, bias and ethical considerations. Zardis and Launch Consulting both highlight this. AI agents learn from the data they're trained on. If that data reflects historical biases, conscious or unconscious, the agents can inadvertently perpetuate or even amplify discrimination.
And things like hiring.
Hiring, loan applications, even medical diagnoses, anywhere bias data exists. Therefore, embedding ethical constraints, ensuring value alignment from the very start, that's absolutely essential.
How do you ensure value alignment?
It involves careful design, diverse training data, ongoing auditing, and crucially, transparency and explainability. We need to be able to understand why an agent made a particular decision, not just what it decided. Zardis, Launch, Salesforce, they all emphasize this need for interpretable AI. It's fundamental for building trust.
Got it. Any practical challenges in just getting them working?
Yes, absolutely. Integration complexity. Deploying these sophisticated agents, especially if you're building custom ones using frameworks, often requires substantial integration work. You need them to fit seamlessly into a company's existing, often messy, legacy systems and diverse tech stack.
Not just plug and play.
Rarely. It often demands deep technical expertise and considerable effort to connect the new AI capabilities with the established operational infrastructure. Zardis and Launch Consulting point this out clearly.
Okay. This next one feels big. Accountability.
A very thorny issue.
If an autonomous agent messes up, who's responsible? The developer, the company, the user, the agent itself.
That is the question, isn't it? When an agent designed to act independently makes a mistake with consequences, who bears the responsibility? It's a complex legal and ethical minefield. We desperately need clear guidelines and legal frameworks to assign responsibility in these scenarios, as Zardis articulates. Societies and organizations are only just beginning to grapple with this.
Yeah, that needs figuring out fast.
Yeah.
And then there's the J word, jobs.
Job displacement concerns. Yes, this is a legitimate concern that needs careful attention. Zardis acknowledges that while AI agents will enhance efficiency and undoubtedly create new roles we haven't even thought of yet, they may also automate and in some cases replace tasks and roles traditionally performed by humans. This just underscores the critical need for industries, governments, educational institutions to proactively invest in comprehensive reskilling and upskilling programs.
Preparing the workforce for the change.
Exactly, helping the existing workforce adapt, ensuring people are prepared for new roles that leverage this human-AI collaboration, rather than being displaced by it.
Okay. One last challenge area.
Maybe overcoming misconceptions. Salesforce points out that some organizations view AI agents as inherently too costly or overly complex to implement, or just too difficult to control.
Fears holding back adoption.
Potentially, but the reality is evolving fast. Companies don't necessarily need to build their own giant LLMs from scratch anymore. Platforms like Salesforce Agentforce offer pre-built skills, modular components. This means agents can often be deployed in days or weeks, not the months or years people might assume.
Faster than people think.
And importantly, platforms like Agentforce also allow customers to maintain full visibility into agent activities and apply custom guardrails. This directly addresses those crucial trust and transparency barriers that can slow things down.
Okay, those are definitely significant hurdles. Reliability, privacy, bias, integration, accountability, jobs, misconceptions. It's a lot to navigate. But for organizations ready to lean in, knowing these challenges, how can they proactively prepare? What are the strategic steps for successful adoption, both for the leaders and maybe for individual contributors too?
That's the key question. How do you move forward responsibly and effectively? PwC outlines 5 really crucial steps for organizations aiming to build a lasting competitive edge here.
Okay, step one.
Start with strategy. Don't just tinker with small pilot projects in isolation. You need to conduct a thorough analysis look outside in. Understand where AI agents can create the most significant value for your customers and your business. Align these opportunities with your core business goals. And, crucially, PwC says, think big.
Think big.
Yeah. AI isn't just for optimizing existing stuff. It can make entirely new business models, really ambitious goals, achievable, maybe even necessary to stay competitive. So don't limit your thinking early on.
Got it. Strategy first, think big. Step two.
Reimagine work. This means taking almost a blank sheet approach. Look at your entire value chains, your core processes, your daily workflows. The goal is to redesign them from the ground up to truly leverage the efficiency, the speed, the innovation that these hybrid AI human teams can deliver.
Redesigning processes for AI.
Exactly. And this also involves strategically orchestrating different agents. Maybe one agent does data gathering, another does analysis, another drafts a report, another sends it out, ensuring they work seamlessly together across the organization, automating handoffs, coordinating complex sequences.
Okay, reimagine work. Step three.
Restructure your workforce. As AI changes workflows, roles will evolve. You need to proactively identify the new skills your human employees will need. Clearly define responsibilities. What should people do? What should AI do autonomously? And critically, when is human intervention or that human at the helm oversight absolutely necessary?
Defining the new human roles.
Yes. And this demands a new talent architecture. Updated hiring profiles, performance management that actually recognizes and rewards effective human-AI collaboration, fair compensation strategies for these evolving roles.
Right, makes sense. Step four.
This one's crucial for the people side. Help your workers reimagine themselves. This is about more than just training. Yes, provide the necessary skills development so they can thrive in these new ways of working. But more importantly, you have to foster a psychologically safe environment.
Psychological safety.
Yeah, where people feel comfortable and empowered working alongside AI. Address those fears of job displacement head on by showing them the new, often higher value, more fulfilling roles they can move into. Encourage your people to question AI outputs, to override the AI when their judgment says so, and to openly share ideas and lessons learned about working with AI without any fear of blame.
Building trust and encouraging collaboration.
Exactly. It's about partnership, not just oversight. And finally, step 5.
The fifth step.
Put responsible AI inside from day one. Don't treat it as an afterthought or a compliance checkbox. To really accelerate value creation and innovation safely, you must embed a comprehensive responsible AI framework into your organization's DNA right from the start.
Responsible AI from the beginning.
Yes. This framework should proactively identify and mitigate potential problems, bias, privacy risks, reliability issues before they blow up. Build AI-ready data governance structures from the outset. Deloitte, Salesforce, Zardis, they all hammer this point home. Ethical considerations, transparency, fairness, robust security, they're non-negotiable throughout the entire AI lifecycle.
Okay, those 5 steps from PwC: strategy, reimagine work, restructure workforce, help workers reimagine, responsible AI that's a solid strategic framework. Are there also more tactical best practices for implementation?
Definitely. Gleaned from Zardis, Launch Consulting, Deloitte, there are several practical tips. First, it's generally wise to start with low-risk applications.
Don't boil the ocean first.
Exactly. Build experience and confidence. Introduce agents for non-critical, less complex tasks initially. Summarizing emails, generating routine reports, maybe drafting first-pass content, using something like Microsoft Copilot within your existing environment. This lets the organization learn, build trust, iterate without huge operational risk.
Okay, start small, low risk. What else?
Integrate with existing workflows. Often the smoothest path to adoption is choosing AI tools that naturally complement and seamlessly fit into your current systems. Microsoft Copilot integrating deeply with Microsoft 365 is a prime example. It minimizes disruption, leverages familiarity.
Makes adoption easier.
Much easier. Third, consider leveraging open frameworks for flexibility. For more unique business processes or dynamic situations needing tailored solutions, open frameworks like Salesforce Agentforce let you build custom modular agents. This gives you the flexibility to build exactly what you need rather than relying only on off-the-shelf stuff.
Customization when needed.
Right. Fourth, that's as critical. Prioritize data quality. Autonomous agents, especially those using LLMs, absolutely thrive on accurate, relevant, well-structured data. Garbage in, garbage out is truer than ever here.
Data is the fuel.
Precisely. Ensuring your data sets are clean, well-governed, updated, contextually rich, it's paramount for maximizing agent performance and minimizing those errors or hallucinations. Poor data guarantees poor AI outcomes.
Got it. Data quality is key. Last one.
Fifth, and this is an ongoing process, monitor performance and iterate. Regularly assess how your agents are doing using clear KPIs that are directly tied to your business goals. Get feedback from the human users. Analyze the outcomes. Use that info to refine the underlying models. Retrain the agents with new data or rules. Adapt to changing needs.
Continuous improvement loop.
Exactly. It's not a one-and-done deployment. This continuous iteration is crucial for maximizing value and ensuring the agents stay effective over time. You also need to constantly balance risk and reward, maybe gradually increase autonomy or data access as trust and capabilities grow.
That all sounds like very practical advice. So looking ahead then, what's the future vision? Where's this all heading, according to the experts?
The future vision, as painted by Zardes, Deloitte, and PwC, it's incredibly compelling. It's far-reaching. We're talking about a future with hyper-personalization across almost every sector.
Hyper-personalization.
Think marketing campaigns precisely tailored not just to segments, but to individuals. Highly individualized healthcare treatment plans. Adaptive educational experiences that adjust in real time to each student's needs.
Truly one-to-one experiences, scaled up.
Exactly. We'll likely see greatly enhanced collaboration in hybrid work environments. Agents will become indispensable partners for human teams managing workflows, surfacing real-time intelligence, handling communication logistics.
Making remote and hybrid work smoother.
Potentially, yes. There's also the profound potential for global accessibility of services, bridging language barriers, geographical distances, democratizing access to essential resources like education or healthcare advice.
AI breaking down barriers.
Yeah, that's the hope. Of course, the continued evolution of robust regulatory frameworks will be absolutely essential to keep pace with all this, to foster public trust, ensure responsible adoption, prevent misuse.
Regulation needs to catch up.
It always does, eventually. And the ultimate, really compelling vision, it's for truly autonomous generative AI agents that can seamlessly process multimodal data.
Multimodal,
Meaning they can understand and synthesize information from video, images, audio, text, numerical data all at once. They'll be able to use a wide array of software tools to interact with the digital world, orchestrate other agents in highly complex workflows, remember and learn from vast past experiences, and execute intricate tasks consistently and reliably.
Wow. Agents that see, hear, read, understand, and act.
Pretty much. And imagine custom agents that enterprises could quickly develop in no-code environments just by describing what they want in conversational text.
Building agents just by talking to an AI.
That's the horizon we seem to be rapidly moving towards. And it's poised to redefine pretty much every industry.
What an incredible journey we've taken today, seriously. We've navigated through the intricate definition of autonomous AI agents, explored their underlying mechanics, uncovered their transformative power across so many industries, and really squarely faced the critical considerations, the challenges for adopting them responsibly. It's just abundantly clear, isn't it? This isn't just another tech shift. It feels like a profound rethinking of how work gets done and how humans and AI can collaborate to achieve things that honestly seemed like science fiction not long ago.
It really does feel that way.
So what does this all mean for you listening right now? Well, it means a future where knowledge workers, like many of us, could be exponentially more productive, freed from the mundane, the repetitive, to focus on the truly strategic, the creative, the uniquely human parts of our jobs.
Yeah.
It means businesses can potentially achieve levels of agility, innovation, customer responsiveness that were previously just unimaginable. The competitive landscape isn't just shifting, it feels like it's being entirely redrawn. And these autonomous AI agents, They are right at the absolute forefront of that change.
Indeed. And as you consider this rapidly evolving landscape, maybe this raises an important question for you to think about. What role will you play in this augmented future?
Hmm.
Will you be among those actively redesigning workflows to integrate these powerful agents? Will you be adapting to new roles that leverage this incredible potential of human-AI partnership? Or perhaps you'll be a key voice in shaping the ethical and responsible development and deployment of AI within your own organization, your industry.
Big questions to ponder.
They are. The journey of learning about these transformative technologies, it's definitely ongoing, and we really encourage you to keep exploring, keep thinking about how these agents will shape your world, and importantly, how you might shape theirs.